Hello there, everyone. Thank you for joining me. I hope you're having a good day. Sorry I am late again. How is everyone doing this evening? Let's see. Layla, thank you for being here. Lisa, Zen, Jackie, Arsenal. Thank you guys for being here. We have a lot to talk about, guys. I don't even know where to start. It's so much going on. Um, you guys heard that. I don't know if you guys heard, but the one young man that was deported to El Salvador, his name was Graco. Where's my notes? Um, they were told that they had to bring him back like right away. Over here. Like by Sunday night. What do you guys think? You think that's going to happen? We're going to read on it. Hi, Daniel. Daniel. We're going to read on it. And then, guys, I know you guys saw that. I know you guys saw Kamala. I got to turn my iPad down. It's always up so loud. Did you guys see Kamala? Hi, Brenda. Hi, Bonsell. Just got to kick back and watch. Good. You're right. Anyway, I was happy to see her. She seemed to be in really good spirit. I didn't get a chance to see. I don't know where to find the whole speech, but just from what I've been seeing online, everything looked good as far as things go with her. We can read on her again, but first thing I want to see, guys, I want to see about them returning this young man. His name was Graco. Graco Garcia. That's what it is. I can't even find my notes. Anyway, I want to see what's going to happen because they got to have him back by Sunday night. Now, what about all the other people that they sent away, that they picked up? And, I'm sure he has people fighting for him, which is why that they're saying bring him back like now, because they've given them enough time to figure out, at least they admitted that they did something wrong and they shouldn't have picked him up. Well, they did something wrong and they shouldn't have picked up any of them without due process. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of them probably over there that were not gang members. But, he just said, pick all these people up. And they picked them up. And some of those people are not going to have good attorneys like Graco Garcia has. So they may not have anybody fighting for them, but I'm assuming his wife, must know somebody in order for the judge to say, get him back and get him back now, like you got till Sunday night to get him back in America. Okay, so I just want to know, first of all, will they have him back? And if they don't, what's going to happen? Because if they don't have him back in time, something should happen with those attorneys, or something should happen. I don't know what. I don't have any idea how, what the law would do or be or whatever, because they got him over there and they just said, oops. But I'm sure it's a lot of other oops. And I think they should bring them all back. Now, I have no idea if they're gang leaders or not, but neither do they, because they didn't give them a chance. They just picked people up, and I heard they picked up women also. And then they had to separate the women from the men. They were just picking people up. And this kind of thing that a dictatorship government does, because they don't like you, or you said something they didn't like or whatever, They just do what they want to do with you, and people don't hear from you anymore, which is sad. This is why Trump needs to be gone from out of office. Okay, so I want to say this first. Everything I say here is for entertainment purposes only, and everything is alleged. I'm just speaking to my guides, the spirit, and they're giving me the information I need to hear. No, they didn't give anybody a chance. They just picked them up. Yep. Hi, Steph. Thank you, mods, for being here. I appreciate you, ladies. Jackie, Breezy. I don't know if I spoke to, I think I got everybody. So, Michelle, how are you? And Brenda. So anyway, first thing I want to know is, will they have him back by Sunday night? I kind of doubt it. So then I shouldn't doubt it, but you know, I hope he gets back in time. But that's the first thing I'm going to ask the cards. Of course, we got to talk about the march, guys, also, because I want to see. I'm going to be on tomorrow live, guys. So, I heard someone said 12 Central, so that would mean 1 o'clock Eastern. I'll double check, but I'm going to try to be on when it starts, so we can just kind of keep up with what's going on with it. Let's hope that everything goes well. Oh, thank you, Steph. Okay, so let's look at this young man that was ripped away from his family, his wife who's pregnant. And I guess they've been, well, I know they've been gone at least 2 weeks, maybe 3. And he was here legally. So that's just the regime throwing their weight around. You know, in other words, letting people know that when they get ready, you know, if you don't do what we say, that, you know, we're going to take care of you too. Basically, it's what they're saying. They're trying to scare people, you know. Get that out of the way. Okay. All right, Spirit, tell me about Mr. Garcia. Will they have him back here by Sunday night? Will they have him back here by Sunday night? Okay. They have him back by Sunday night. I'm going to pull 3 cards. Seven of Wands, 2 of Swords, and the 5 of Cups. There's more going on with this that we could see than we know. We have the 7 of Wands here, and that's saying that if you look at this card, yeah, they got him there, but it's kind of like, I feel like in this particular case, it may be something like they have him, but are they going to let him go? That's the thing. It's like, here he is, so what you going to do about it? You know what I'm saying? Will they be asking for more money? See, they're making some kind of decision with this 2 of Swords here, and I think they're going to make it hard for them to get him back. I really do. And then we have this 5 of Cups. 5 of Cups. That's about sorrow, regret, and that's probably on the part of, well, they're regretting the fact that they can't get him back. Maybe they're not sorry that he's over there because they did what they wanted to do. So I got a feeling he won't be back then. Let's just see. No, I'm hearing no too. He won't be back. He won't be back. Okay, so what's going to happen? What's going to happen? What is the judge going to do if they don't have him back in time? He didn't give them, he didn't say anything. Just get him back here by Sunday night. You got the Sunday night to get him back. And I think he should have said that with all of them. I really do. Yeah, there you go, Linda. Linda says, is he still alive? And that's another question. Wow. I guess we should read on that. Because he left there because of the things that were going on, which is why he got a chance to live in America. It's like he fled from there. Okay. All right, Spirit. Show me yes. Show me no. Thank you. Spirit, is Mr. Garcia still alive? Yes, he is. Thank goodness. He's still alive, guys. He's still alive. Thank you, Spirit. That's good to know. Okay. Now, he's still alive. So what is the judge going to do? Are there going to be any consequences? I mean, not a fine. Don't tell me about a fine. They need to go to jail. Whoever was in charge of whoever, I mean, I'm sure it's a lot of people, and we know that orange peel is a big part of it, but other people are going to fall before him. But a fine is not going to do anything because the man is still going to be in jail. They need to lock some of them up. Oh, yeah, the hairdresser. I saw that on him too. You know what? Why is somebody trying to get him back too? I mean, I feel so bad for him because I don't know what his name is, but we'll ask Spirit. Okay, Spirit. We want to know about the hairdresser that was snatched up. Do you know who we're talking about, Spirit? Yes, I can see his face. Is he still alive? Is he still alive, Spirit? Yes. I can just imagine what they've done to him, though. He's still alive. Yeah. I know, Wayne. I hear you. Hi, Zen. Hi, Apple. All right. What's going to happen? What is the judge going to do if they don't get him back here? So, in other words, guys, that's going to be like they pretty much T-Rump defied what the judge said. This should be serious because they had a chance to turn the plane around. They had a chance to stop putting people on the planes, but they kept doing it. So this is serious to me. I mean, okay, so they're asking for one person back, but that's not the point. The point is they defied the judge and they're getting away. Okay, judge, what are you going to do? What are you going to do about this? What are you going to do about this? Okay. 5 cards, guys. Knight of Pentacles. 6 of Pentacles. 8 of Cups. 8 of Wands. And the Ace of Wands. It looks like, guys, okay, I need some clarification because we got maybe fines. We got maybe somebody walking away from their position or maybe being fired. And then with this 8 of Wands, I'm looking at that as maybe even jail. So we got to clarify. And then we have the Ace of Wands. So the judge, he is going to take some action. Definitely, he's going to take some action. That's what that card is telling me. Okay. But is it going to be enough? Is what I want to know. I need some more. Okay. Tell me about the Ace of Wands. Tell me about the Ace of Wands, Spirit. Oh, Apple, you must be talking about the ones that they took. Yeah. But you just never know what they're doing. You said you heard they were putting them to work. Linda, I see your question. I'll ask. Okay. Let's clarify this Ace of Wands for me, Spirit. Tell me more about that. What? Okay, so we're definitely talking about the judge. We have the Emperor here that came out. He's taking some action. Queen of Cups. The only thing comes to my mind that Queen of Cups is his wife. The lid is off the cups, and it's like she is very, very intuitive. I have a feeling that she may be using some of her powers to get him back, and maybe this is why we're hearing so much about him. Okay. She's taking that lid off. Page of Wands. Okay. That's a message about action being taken, but then we have the Queen of Wands. He's going to take some kind of action. I guess there can be more than one thing that happens, guys, because there's a lot of people. I'm sure there were more than one people involved in getting those people, making those people go on the plane. So yeah, he's going to take some action. Like it could be fines for some, it could be firing of some, or it could be going to jail. But he's definitely going to do something. Now, what about T-Rump? Is he gonna pay for this in any way? Is he going to pay for this in any way, Spirit? He's just as much to blame. He told him to do it, or whoever is pulling his strings told him to do it. So All right, Spirit, tell me. I need to know about T-Rump. Will the judge take any action against him? And if so, what? All right, Spirit. Will the judge take any actions against T-Rump concerning this? And it's saying yes. Okay. All right. Okay. I gotta throw the cards, guys, because I really think this is the beginning of the end for him. Not just this thing, but all the things that have been piling up, including the tariffs. I think this is definitely the beginning of the end for him. But I just don't know if it's going to be this judge. Well, we can look at impeachment too, because that could be part of it, except for the only thing that's going to hold up an impeachment is Mike Johnson. You guys know that he's not going to. I think that even if both houses say, okay, he's going to be the one to hold it up. So can they get rid of him? What do they do to get rid of him? They got rid of a couple of them. But I mean, that's what we're looking at. It's not like a little short process. Okay. What's the judge going to do with T-Rump? If anything. It never fails. There's the devil. We're talking about the devil. Okay. T-Rump. First card out. Oh, wow. Okay. 5 of Swords. Okay. He is going to do something. Something is going to happen. Now, I don't know what, but the 5 of Swords is like, he's all torn up here, guys. He's going to do something. I can't wait to see what it is. We have the 7 of Pentacles. Okay, 7 of Pentacles. Is it going to be money? He's going to, okay. He's going to get something started. Oh, yeah. Like I said, this is the beginning of the end for him. There is some kind of ending coming. Now, listen, it's not going to happen right away. I just feel that it's not going to happen right away. But I feel like this is going to start the ball to rolling, because you cannot defy the judges and nothing happens. So it's not only going to happen to him, to, you know, the people that followed his orders, something is going to happen with him. Okay. So this judge is not playing. Knight of Cups. He's going to try to get out of it some kind of way, whatever. He's going to try to, because he knows that the judge is not playing, he's going to try to make some kind of offer. So what is the judge going to think about that? 8 of Wands, he's still going to take action. He's still going to take some kind of action. And we have the Moon. Okay. So they're going to go back and forth. And I guess we, in a sense, we know he's delusional. He thinks he can play with this judge. He thinks he can play with him, but he's going to find out that in this particular case, it's not going to work. Then we have the Star. We have a lot of major arcana here. We have the star. This is what he's hoping. He's hoping that he can persuade the judge to, he's going to give the judge some kind of offer, just like he does everybody else. And Elon just came into my head. Okay, so Elon could also, I hope they do try to bribe the judge. But anyway, he's hoping that he can get away with this. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Half of this, 4 out of 8 cards are major arcana. So we don't know yet what it is, but the judge is going to do something. He's going to feel the pain too. And it could be, I don't know. I can ask. I hope it's more than a fine, guys. Will the judge fine T. Rump concerning this matter? Says yes. Will he bring any other consequences to him concerning this matter? No. I'm so sick of him. So that's what's gonna happen with that. Oh, beautiful. Thank you. Thank you so much. Back at you tenfold. I appreciate you. Okay. Now, let's see. Hi, Sissy. Hi, Tink. It's what you think it is. Hi. Wow. Tornadoes. Yeah, it's good you're safe. This weather has been so crazy. Let's look at Kamala. I felt so hopeful when I saw her. And I thought, oh my God, maybe she's ready. She seems like she is. I light my candle. And I should light my sage behind that one. She seems like she's ready. But I just think so much has got to happen because we're going to have a problem getting rid of him, guys. And that's just the bottom line. But it'll be this year. I'm pretty sure it'll be this year. So, okay. So let's look at Kamala. Give me the energy around Kamala's spirit. What is the energies around Kamala? Yep. I'm looking at Apple's statement. She said all the judges have been ruling against him. Yeah, I just want to put him in jail. That's what I want. Seems like it's just so hard to. But I did read. Sorry, guys, I got to ask this question. Will T. Rump ever go to jail because of the things that he has done to the U.S. and its citizens? See, now I'm saying no. Energy changed again already. But I think I know why. I think that he may not be around long enough for that. That's what I think. I gotta change my cover and it's getting dirty. Okay. Spirit, we need to know about Kamala. Kamala. What's the energy around Kamala, Spirit? Energies around Kamala at this time. It's too many. Okay, energies around Kamala. Let's pull 5 cards. Ten of Swords. Ace of Cups. 4 of Pentacles. 3 of Pentacles. The Devil. He's got to be everywhere. These are energies around her right now. So she's still feeling like she's still feeling a little betrayed, guys. That's not saying that she won't come back, because listening at that speech, I kind of was happy to hear her say, "I told you so." But she knows that people betrayed her. Of course, we got the Devil here. It had to do with him. But then we have the Ace of Cups. So a new beginning for her. We have the 4 of Pentacles. I think that what we're looking at, guys, when we look at the 4 of Pentacles with her, is her security. Because 4s are about, your borders, making sure that people don't break through your, boundaries and stuff like that. So I think that people are still being really cautious with her as far as that goes. But we have the 3 of Pentacles here, which is a good sign, because what this is saying to me is that she is talking to people. They are in collaboration about doing some things. Now, I got to clarify that, because I got to know what kind of things they're talking about. All right. So let's clarify that 3 of Pentacles, Spirit. What is she in collaboration with people about, Spirit? What is she in collaboration with people about, Spirit? About the Fool. Now, this could mean too, I'm sure she's not really paying. It's not like she's letting him just take over her consciousness. Okay. So I think this is more, the Fool is about a new beginning also. The Fool is about taking a risk. So she could be talking about what she's going to do next. Maybe is she going to risk trying to become president again? It's about a new beginning. Because I don't think she's that, she's not in collaboration with people, unless they're talking about what he might do because I wouldn't put anything past them. Anything, hold on, guys. Okay, what else can you tell us about that spirit? The collaborations. Who is she talking to? What is this all about? Okay, so she's worried. We have the Nine of Swords. That's also about endings. Okay, what else? Oh, you have the world. So we know the world is watching to see what she's going to do. But I think things are going to come full circle. We've got the fact that she's talking to people. She may be talking about taking another risk. We're talking about endings, the 9, and then we have the world, which is things coming full circle. So she's going to make some kind of decision about, what she wants to do next. I think she's still trying to decide whether or not she wants to take that risk again. But she looked good. I was glad to see her. Oh, and Cory Booker, guys. What do you guys think of Cory Booker? It's like, yeah, he just got up there and talked, but he talked about everything he wanted to see, said everything he wanted to say about T-Rump. And I think that's got other people motivated, in which I'm so happy about that. I've been watching it in bits and pieces. I hope you guys have been watching him. It's just amazing. Some of the things he said just make you, just feel it in your heart. And so, hi, Blueberry. Yeah, I teared up a couple of times when I heard him. I'm like, dang, where was he? But I guess everybody's got their own time, right? To do what it is they need to do, and I'm gonna tell you something, just like we were shocked about. I mean, we knew about Project 2025, but when you start implementing it the way that he's doing it now, I think it does put people in shock in a sense, even though, okay, I keep saying this. Yeah, they're going to overturn it. They're going to say, no, you can't do that. But in the meantime, he's just messing with people. He's still messing with people's money. Those people that were, he had to give their jobs back. There was a time they weren't getting paid. So, I mean, it's still messy. Hi, Sherry. Hi, Maureen. Beautiful. Did I miss your question? Let me go back. I'm sorry. I was deep into. Okay, will South Carolina toss 65,000 votes? Oh, I thought that was North Carolina. Okay, you're saying will South Carolina toss 65,000 votes out and overturn Democratic winner to sore loser Republican? Riggs is Democrat winner Griffin. Okay, Riggs is the Democratic winner and Griffin is the Republican loser. Okay. Um, I'm just thinking, is it North Carolina though? Or South Carolina? I don't know. Okay, well, okay, Linda says it's North Carolina. That's what I thought. Okay, North Carolina. Okay. All right, Spirit. Will North Carolina rig the votes? Will they rig the vote? Okay, says no, they won't rig it. Okay. Will they throw out 65,000 votes of the people of North Carolina that voted? No. No. Okay. Will the Democrat win the race? Will the Democrat win the race? And says yes. Now I'm just going to ask about the Republican. Spirit, will the Republican win the race? No. Nope. So it looks like, I know they've been going back and forth with it. I think it's in the hands of another judge or something right now. But they won't throw the votes out, which is good. Okay, Sissy, thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Just making sure you didn't have a question in there. Those are spirit rings. Thank you. Back at you tenfold. Tenfold. Thank you. Okay. What were we looking at? I lost it just that quick. We looked at Kamala. Let's look at the energies around Cory Booker. I don't know if that's where I was at. Oh, thank you, Sissy. Thank you. I appreciate you. She says, I'm just listening. Thank you. All right. Thank you, beautiful. Okay, we're going to look at Cory Booker. Yeah, that's what I was talking about, because he got me all, I mean, I was like, oh my God, somebody is trying to do something. I mean, you know, they're not just standing around and having meetings and that kind of thing. And he's really doing something. Okay, I got past North Carolina. Sissy, thank you. I was talking about Cory Booker. But North Carolina, it looks like they're not going to get rid of 65,000 votes. It's going to be okay, it looks like. Okay, Cory Booker. I don't know when they're supposed to make a decision. Is it long before they, you know how energies are, guys? But so far, it looks like they're not going to just get rid of those votes. I mean, the Republicans, they'll try anything, right? And you know what? The good part about it is now that people are seeing what the Republicans, what they're all about, they're not going to let them get rid of those votes, but they want her in there. Okay. Cory Booker. What is the energy around Cory Booker right now? How's he doing? I hope things look good for you. Still full spread on him. I think he helped energize people, you know, and probably made some people look at their vote again. You know what I'm saying? Because some people may not have been paying attention. I'm sure they are now, as far as, you know, since the tariffs and all that. But that happened. The tariff thing happened the day after he made his speech. Now people are really paying attention. Ooh, we have the magician. He's a magician. His challenge is the Knight of Pentacles. Things are going to be moving slow for him, though. Foundation is the Ten of Wands. Okay, it's like he released some kind of burden. He didn't know what he wanted to do something. He didn't know what to do, but this is what he did. And so the burden that he was carrying concerning the whole thing of what are Democrats doing, that's been lifted. Wands, the Queen of Wands. I don't know. Is he married, Cory Booker? So in the past, and this could be, in the past, he was thinking about Kamala, Queen of Wands, and he needed to take some action because of that. And then we have the Seven of Cups. Yeah, we're talking about here. He had choices to make. He was confused. He really thought about what he was going to do to help bring the people together with the Seven of Cups here. Okay, it was like, what am I going to do? He wasn't sitting around. I think he put a lot of effort into this. Okay, and that was the choice that he made, that he would do it that way. Okay. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles. Yay. His future looks, you know, bright, pretty bright. Ace of Pentacles, a new beginning, new structure, new planning and focus. Okay. How he sees himself. The Three of Wands. Again, he's planning to take even more action. I don't know what else he's going to, he could be planning to do some other things, but we'll see. We have the Lovers. This is what people see him as, making choices that, people are thinking, okay, now that he did this, what is he going to do next? Where is this going to take him? Same thing I just said. He had a lot of choices. So now that you've done this, Cory, what else are you thinking? People are thinking about, what is he going to do next? What kind of decision is he going to make concerning his life next, as far as politics go? And then we have the Four of Cups. Wow. Yeah. This is in the hopes and wishes. He doesn't want to be disappointed again. He's disappointed, but he's trying to remedy that in some way. The Four of Cups here. He's hoping that we don't get more disappointment. In which, oh my God, this devil, why is he in everything? Everybody has to deal with him. It's either the devil or the card where theft, where he's trying to get away with something. It's those two cards. He's in everything. The final outcome is the devil. Okay, so tell me about that. See, he's concerned about the devil also. I need to know, Spirit. Why is that his final outcome? Because he got to deal with him, I guess. Okay, he feels like, I have a feeling, he knows that T-Rump is pulling the strings. He's pulling a lot of strings, and he's getting people, he's entrapping people, and people are afraid to stand up to him. And he knows that it's going to be hard to get anything done as long as that devil is hanging around there. But I'm going to see what Spirit said. That's what I feel. They got to deal with the devil. Yeah, the Page of Cups. He knows that there's going to be more surprises coming as far as the devil goes. We have the Ten of Cups. He's thinking about how he is messing with families. And what else, Spirit? One more. The Two of Cups. He's also thinking about everyone that's in partnership with him. Okay, so he knows that he has to get around all that kind of stuff before things can happen, as far as not only him but us. He has so many people. The devil has so many people in his pocket because he has something on him. And I heard something, I read something, I saw something online, and I meant to put her name down so you guys could see what she talks about. But she was talking about Robert Kennedy Jr. and the fact that in the beginning, he was a Democrat, then he became an independent, and he said he would never follow Trump, and all this. She was laying out all these receipts. I didn't get a chance to, but if I go back, I'll put it in the post. I'll go back and find her name so you guys can look at it. And she had all these receipts, right? And she was saying that she feels like he was blackmailed because he was always against Trump. All the things that he said he would never do, he's doing them. Okay. But she also said that RFK had some kind of connection with Epstein. And that's probably where T-Rump has him, where he can blackmail him, because he said that he had been on the island once, but then couldn't find out he's been on the island a lot more than one time. Okay. He's admitted to once. Okay. So I have a feeling that he's part of the whole thing, guys, that we've been talking about. I'm going to ask. True crime. And I want to talk about Robert Kennedy Jr. I want to know, if he has anything to do with Epstein, and if that's what Orange Peel has on him. All these people, we never did get the whole thing released as far as who was supposed to be on that in his Epstein's Black Book. Okay, who all went to that island, and so many of them that did. So, first of all, is he being blackmailed by T-Rock? All right, Spirit. Is Robert Kennedy Jr. being blackmailed by T-Rock? Says yes. Yes. That's why he changed so drastically. And I even think that his family was trying to get him out of it by saying, remember, they went against him and said, don't vote for him. He doesn't know what he's talking about, blah, blah, blah. I think that they were trying to help him in a sense, but they can only give him so much help, because if he was a part of, some of the people that were going over there to Epstein's Island, there's only so much they can do about that. You know what I'm saying? It's not like he was just playing politics. And guess what else? I'm just full of questions today. His son, Robert Kennedy Jr.'s son, is married to a person that was on the was a part of the CIA. So they got married. I think they're still married. And she was helping to run RFK Jr.'s presidential bid. And she's still a part of it. Some kind of way she's still a part of it. But she says she quit the CIA. So how do you quit the CIA? How do you go around and you lie for years? That's part of your job, is to lie and find people and do things. So when she quit, this is when she went and found his son, and she married his son, which makes her his daughter-in-law. But I heard some stuff was going on with that too. That's, for entertainment purposes only, YouTube. I don't know what I'm talking about. But this lady seemed to have receipts, and I'm going to find her name again, guys, and put her so you can listen to the whole story. It's crazy. Okay. Tell us about Robert Kennedy Jr.'s spirit. What's going on with him? I'm using the two true crimes because it's going to show up in here if he was doing something he didn't have any business. When it boils down to it, guys, the most of them, that's what they're hiding. It just seems like most of the people that we read on, that's a lot of their problem. Those people with all the money, they all do the same thing. And then if they get you involved, they use you, the little people, because they blackmail you. I'm talking about people like Diddy right now, because, he's part of it. He got the rappers. He got the people that, had all the talent and everything. And he used them. He took advantage of the fact that they wanted to become famous with their talent, using their talents. Okay, so we have a hotel motel. Okay. We have trapped. So, yes, this could have been going on with him. Now he's trapped. Drugs and poison. So we know that's a part of it. how they did that, gave people things in their drinks and that kind of thing, and then did what they wanted. Debt. So he's owing to someone, and I have a feeling that's T-Rump. T-Rump has something on him, and he knows it. And now we're talking about the couple. The couple always. How does the couple fit in here with him? Him working in partnership with someone, maybe? So let's see. All right, Spirit, I need you to clarify that couple for me. What does that mean when it comes to Robert Kennedy Jr.? What does that mean when it comes to Robert Kennedy Jr.? Guys, hit the like button for me, please. Thank you very much. All right, Spirit, clarify that for me, please. What's the couple mean? We have the four Pentacles. So I think that he's trying to hold on tight. He's focusing more on his security. So yeah, that could be the fact that he's blackmailing him. We have the King of Pentacles. Yeah, that would be T-Rump, King of Pentacles. Yeah. So he knows what's up with him. Guys, I'm not surprised anymore about who's doing what. I knew when Diddy came down, it was going to be a lot of people, because you know why? Diddy is a black man. So he's pretty much sacrificed. He's a sacrifice. And what they thought would happen is that once they got him, everything would quiet down. But I think with T-Rump getting in the office and everything, and that's probably why he has not done anything about pardoning him or anything, because he knows what's going on too. They started doing other things to make other people look another way, not pay any attention to what was going on with that whole thing, because it's going to be big names in there when it all falls out. It's going to be big names in there. So I'm not shocked anymore. We never know what people are doing. I think that people, it's even people that don't have money, do crazy things. I'm not just saying that, but I'm thinking that when people have a lot of money, they just run out of things to do. They get bored. They have done it all. So why not try this? You know what I'm saying? That's how I see it. Now, yeah, he's still alive, Shirley. I already read on that. He's still alive. Yep. They got him somewhere. I'll ask again, though. Spirit. Is Epi still alive? Is he still living? Yes. And I'm not the only one that's getting this. A lot of other psychics are getting this too. I never thought they had got him. Nope. He's still, what's his name? Set that up. Barr. He set that up. Okay, so now we're going to look at what's going to happen tomorrow. I'll be on tomorrow, guys. But like I said, I got to get some different cards, so I'll be right back, guys. I just want to take kind of a deep dive into this, see what's going to happen. Don't forget, Black folks, stay home. Don't go out there. That's the only way it's going to be kept quiet and nice and tidied up. Show your face and see what happens. Sissy, you hear he's been in Russia? I wouldn't be surprised. We haven't heard from her lately. Who knows if she's still in prison? People have a lot of money. They make things happen for them. And not only that, remember, T-Rump was her friend. She might not even be in prison right now. What was it? Ghislaine. Okay, I gotta ask if she's still in prison. All right, Spirit. Can I ask a question about Ghislaine Maxwell? Yes. Is she still in prison? Look at that. Look at that. No, she is not. Spirit drops stuff in my head for a reason, guys. She is not. Thank you. Did T-Rump have her released? Yes, he did. Okay. Is she with Epsi right now? Is she with Epsi right now? Yes, she is. Thank you. Are they in Russia? Are they in Russia? No, they're not in Russia. Where else could they be? Well, we know they're not here. Are they living together? Are they living together? Yes. Thank you. Are they in another country? Are they living in another country other than the US? Yes. Guys, see how if we don't pay attention, he's just doing whatever he wants to do. Hey, is Diddy still in prison? Spirit. Is Diddy still in prison? Okay, he's still in prison. I guess it's hard. That would be hard for him to get away with. Too many people know him. It's not too far he could go. Okay. Does T-Rump want him released? Does he want him released? He does. Yes. Will he attempt to release him? No. Was T-Rump and Diddy involved in some of the same kinds of party actions and all that kind of thing? Yes. Oh, okay. Tab says maybe Sweden. Okay, let's see. All right, Spirit. Is Ghislaine and Epsi in Sweden? Are they in Sweden? Oh, that's a good guess. Yes. Says yes. Sissy says China. Okay, Renee says try Little John. Okay, so far we got Sweden. Okay. Are they in Little St. John Island? Are they at Little St. John Island? No. Are they in China? No. Are they in Sweden? They're in Sweden. Wow. They're in Sweden. Are they in Saudi Arabia? Are they in Saudi Arabia? No. Sweden was a good guess. Okay. Fred, you're thinking a new election. Fred says, will you check to see if there will be another election? Checking to see if the energies have changed. Okay, so that's in 2025. All right, Spirit. Will there be another presidential election in 2025? Will there be another presidential election? Saying no. No. So Marlenia is in Sweden. Okay. She was their friend too. So they're all there together. Wow. I'm just thinking about the fact that it's so easy for them to pull the wool over our eyes. When people are out of sight, it's like, they're out of mind. And he got in there, I bet you he did everything. He's doing stuff behind the curtains that we can't see, guys. He's doing a lot of things. He's going to get done what he wants done before he's out of there. I bet you that. See, we're worried about, oh, you're welcome, Fred. We're worried about, and we should be, what he's doing to us and the economy and all that kind of stuff, and how he's got to know that he can't, a lot of these things he can't do, that's going to be reversed. But there's things that he's doing that we will never know about. You know what I'm saying? But he's still taking care of business, or the people around him are taking care of business. All right, Spirit. We want to know about what's going to happen tomorrow. What is going to happen tomorrow, Spirit? Tell us about the protest. Tell us about the protest, Spirit. Okay. Got legacy or liability. Got to clarify, of course. I'll pull 3. Democrats. I got under attack. And this one also came out. Fight for the Republican soul. We got to check on the peanut butter boys too, guys, because they may be out there tomorrow. He wants to call martial law so bad he don't know what to do. He's already tore up the country, and I'm sure he still wants to call martial law. Okay, so I'm going to lay out for these 5. Like I said, 5, there's 4. Okay. And we'll use these. Okay, Spirit, give us more information. I'm using a What Lies Beneath the Surface deck, Oracle deck. Debbie, I see you. Thank you. I appreciate you. Spirit rings and back at you tenfold. I appreciate it. Thank you. All right. All right, Spirit. Talking about the protests tomorrow. And one more. And this is the vice versa tarot. Has pictures on both sides. The Spirit about the protest tomorrow. What's happening? What's happening tomorrow? I got two there, so I'll leave it. Okay, the first card that came up was Legacy, a Liability. Okay, so is this going to be a liability for the country, or is this going to be a legacy? Let's look at it and see. So we have the Queen of Swords. Okay, so we're talking about women being out there. We're talking about women in leadership. Then we have the Ace of Wands. Again, I'm getting this water thing. I don't know if we're supposed to get a lot of rain tomorrow in some places, guys, but this Ace of Wands here, wands are all about action. We got that before when I looked at it. And they're about action, but this has a lot of water in it. And it's like a lot of stuff is going on. Of course, when there's action, there's a lot of things going on. But it's kind of like it's a new beginning, but some things are going to be revved up in a sense. And I don't know what the deal is with the water, but if you're out there, be careful with that. This is the Ace of Wands right here. And look at all the water in there. It should be more like fire, because wands are all about making things happen. And wands are definitely about fire. It's about the taking action. So we may see something that has to do with water also tomorrow during this protest. We got getting played. And you know what comes to my mind? Okay, that while people are out there protesting, he's going to be back in the background doing something else silly. I'm not going to say what I was going to say. Okay, so we have to keep a watchful eye on it too. It says manipulation, lies, and control. Now, one of the things when I think about manipulation is I'm still waiting for his people to come out and try to start something. Okay, and then we have the Ace of Coins. So we got two aces in here, which is about new beginnings. Aces are always about beginnings, and this is also about planning, structure, focus. There's a lot of good things when you see this Ace of Coins show up. It's not only about the money, but it's about security and that kind of thing. So with the cards that I have here, I would say that we're talking about leaving a good legacy with this March. But we got to also think about what's happening in the background. I wonder, see, I think too much. Who thought of this March on the 5th? Was it more than one person? Or you never know what's going on in the background, guys. I can look at that later. I'm going to finish pulling these. Okay, we got the Democrats here. Democrats. Okay, what does Spirit want us to know about the Democrats? The Democrats have a plan. They're working on a plan. Okay. Then we have the Queen of Wands. Again, we got women. The Queen of Wands. Wands are about action. So women are taking action. We're probably going to see more women out there than men marching. I guess, in a sense, with this regime, and I'll call it a regime because that's what it is, women have more to lose than anything else than men. You know what I'm saying? As far as, our bodies and that kind of thing, and how we, make decisions about the things that we want to do with ourselves and that kind of thing. So the Queen of Wands. So I think we're talking about a lot of women out there. And then, okay, this says caught, huh? Okay, it's about finding evidence, getting caught, and cheating. See, we got to keep our eye on him also, because he's going to come up with some more mess, guys. He's doing something in the background. He's always doing something in the background. We knew that he was going to have try to have the tariffs on Canada, Mexico, China. But no, he does it on the whole world. That I didn't expect. Okay, now we have the Four of Wands, which is celebration. Okay. So the Democrats are going to celebrate, but they also have to be watching out for what else is going on in the background. Okay. So they've made a plan that hopefully in the end they will be celebrating. Then we have under attack. What does that mean? Oh, shoot. Okay. There's going to be some kind of chaos. There's Five of Wands, so we can expect some kind of chaos tomorrow. Then we have the Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups is about relationships and, just getting together with people and that kind of thing. It's more like a happy card. So I think this is that the people getting together. And it says the situation's about to explode. That's the next card. Shit's about to pop off in flames. Okay, so there may be something to do with fire. This is under the part that says under attack, guys. Hopefully there won't be, but there may be like some kind of explosion or something. People may be, I don't know, just, yeah, I don't know. Will there be some kind of explosion happening tomorrow? It says yes. Will this be, will this happen during a protest? Says yes. Will T-Rump's minions, peanut butter boys, militia, will they show up to infiltrate the protest? Yes. It's going to be some kind of attack. And the last card we have is Judgment. Again, this Judgment has a lot of fire. It's like people, I think people are not expecting what might happen here, because it's like they're naked, so they're not expecting this to happen. So that's what we get for under attack. And then we have, in the next row, we have fight for the Republican soul. I think this is more about, guys, the fight, the march period for, I don't think it's, and we say that we're not talking about the Republican Party. We're talking about the country as a whole. And we have the emperor. So we're talking about the laws, the courts, all that kind of thing. So we're fighting for that. We have the fool, and that is that people that are taking a risk to do what they need to do to make sure we keep our democracy. Lipstick stains. We go back to with lipstick stains, guys. I know Spirit always drops it into my spirit. With this card, we go back to the Diddy Epsy stuff. Okay, that's a stain. You know what I'm saying? That's going to have to be dealt with. You guys have been with me for a while, and I know a lot of you have. You remember in the beginning, we started reading on this president and everything. We were trying to find out about politics. That same thing kept coming up. That is deeply embedded in what's happening right now. And you wouldn't even think to put those two things together. But it is. And then we have what card is this? Oh, Justice. Wow. I don't use this deck. This is about the third time I used it. Justice, the scales. Okay, so we might find some justice that come about because of this march. And then we have the Hereford. See, we really are talking about the Republic here, guys. We're talking about the Republic because all the Hereford, of course, it's about the courts, it's about the system, that kind of thing. The first card that we had out was the Emperor, and then we had the Fool. People taking risk, a new beginning, a new beginning when it comes to this kind of thing. And then the lipstick stains, and we have the Justice card. So we're fighting for democracy the way it is. All right, Spirit. Will there be any kind of chaos tomorrow? Will there be trouble started at some of these marches? Yes. Okay. Will anyone get hurt? Will anyone get hurt? I'm saying yes. I don't know what else to ask behind that. Okay, guys, you got any questions? I think I got everything that was on my list. Oh, Steph. Oh, God, be careful. Wow. So, okay. Some places, yeah, it may just rain. Hopefully, that's what the water is all about, is the rain. But the first time I looked at it, we got that card. So just hope that that's all it is. Okay. All right. What do you have for me, guys? Okay, I see one right here. Blueberry says, can you ask about his health? Oh, yeah. Let's ask. Let's see if we. I shouldn't say that. I won't say it. But we'll ask about his health. See what's going on. Hey, we can always ask, right? You guys know Spirit be dropping stuff in my head. I can't say everything that's put in my head because sometimes it's just crazy. Okay. Oh, I didn't say that she wouldn't be president. No, I didn't mean that, sissy. We can ask again and see. I think I talked about her feeling betrayed. And that could be just that with the whole thing with the election, the way things went down, the cheating, stealing, that kind of thing. Yeah, I'm gonna look at that. Let me do Trump right quick. All right, Spirit, tell us about his health. Trump's health. Not good. I already know that. Trump's health. We're going to get some news concerning his health. Um, 10 of Cups. Okay, it's going to be emotional for his family. Then we have the 2 of Cups. Um, 2 of Cups. Is this about? Well, it's about his partnerships, but I'm gonna have to clarify that one. Okay, then we have the King of Wands, which I consider that may be him. And then we have the 5 of Swords. And from the way this looks, swords are about cutting away. They're sharp, that kind of thing. There may be something to do with his head, but we already know that he got a problem up there with that. I mean, that's nothing new. I want to clarify this 2 of Cups, though, Spirit. Partnership, 2 of Cups. Who would be so emotional? That's about kind of like 2 of Cups. Sometimes, we look at it as partnership, but sometimes we can look at it as like a love, a romantic partnership too. All right, Spirit, what's this about? We're talking. Knight of Coins. Okay. Oh, his partnership with money. Information coming in about his money. Then we have the Pioneer of Swords. Oh. Okay, like I said, it's about when we talk about swords, we can talk about things being sharp, things being cut away, that kind of thing. Swords, for the most part, in the deck are not a really good thing to have in some cases, but it talks about the mental also. So that may be being cut away. But this one can also talk about a spy in the camp. So it could be that he's something may happen. I'm just going to put this out here. Something may happen, but it's going to be someone who does this kind of thing, cut away, whatever, or causes some kind of problem. It's somebody that's close to him. So he won't see it coming because it's like it's a partnership. And it's going to be slow coming. It's not going to happen like tomorrow, although it could. I think that people are just watching and waiting. That's what I think. So, guys, that I always expected another attempt to happen. Let's ask Spirit. So it could be, that now we're talking about head. I didn't see anything about the heart show up this time. All right, Spirit. Will there be another attempt on T-Rump. Yes. So we ask about his health, but that's that's a part of it, his health, you know what I'm saying? And that's what we got. So definitely could be that happening. Okay, now we know about Kamala. Well, we want to know about Kamala. All right, Spirit. Can I ask a question about Kamala? Yes. Will Kamala be the president of the United States, sitting in the office of the White House? Will she take that role in 2025? Still getting yes. I'm still getting yes. I think it's just so much that's got to be done before she can step in there, guys. I mean, when he gets done tearing everything down, and then they push him out. Did I read on him? The energy around him, because the way things are going, we already know they're going to turn on him. We already figured that out. I'm gonna look at MAGA first, and then I'll look at the energy around him. Okay, so it's MAGA. It's MAGA still after him putting all the tariffs on, taking more people's money down. Are they still in love with him, Spirit? Show me how MAGA feels about T-Rump right now. What are they thinking about him? Spirit, tell me about MAGA and T-Rump. What are they thinking about him right now? What is MAGA thinking about T-Rump right now? Spirit? Let's- Of course, he shows up in this reading. Here he is, the devil. He's in the middle. So they have plans. I think some of them are changing their minds. It's like they have plans, guys. And to me, I don't know if you can see on this card, but they have plans to lock him up. This is the Three of Wands. They've already made plans. That's not all of them now, guys. You know that. And then they're going to charge forward. Could they be a part of the third attempt? Here he is, the devil. And we have the Nine of Coins here. This is like the ending. When we talk about nines, we're talking about endings. I almost, because this woman is out here. It's like the end of women worrying about, what he's going to do next. And then we have the Six of Coins. Six of Coins. In this case, people are focused. It's normally with coins, it's about money, giving and receiving and that kind of thing. But looking at this card, it's like the women are focused. Okay. So I think some of the MAGA people are changing their mind about him, and it may be the women for sure. Okay, Spirit. Are some of the MAGA people changing their minds about T-Rump? Yes. Is this mainly women? Is it mainly women? Yes. Is it more than 10% of the people? No. See. Okay. Is it 10% of the people? Yes, 10% of MAGA. 10% of MAGA is changing their minds about him. Will they attempt to do anything in the negative when it comes to T-Rump? Will they attempt to do anything in the negative? Okay, no. So they won't be trying that. Okay, so I just want to look at the energies around him. And we know he's a criminal, guys. He's a criminal. 34 count and probably more. That's all we know about the energies around him. Okay. Can you ask if we're going to be in a recession this year? I don't think I'll ask, but I don't think we need a psychic to tell you that. Okay. Let's see, Fred. This is for you. All right, Spirit. Is the United States going into a recession this year? Yes. Yes. Unfortunately. They were trying to vote to make it that the Senate has to approve this recession stuff, this tariff stuff that he's doing. And they voted on it, but Mike Johnson wouldn't bring it to the floor. Or yeah, whatever he was supposed to do next, he didn't do it. He wouldn't do it. Okay, what town? I'll just ask. Spirit. Will the people in Tab's town wake up about the truth about T-Rump? Says yes. Tab, you tell me what town you're talking about. I can be more specific. But it says yes. Ooh, Andion, that's a good one. Spirit. Will the recession turn into a depression? Will the recession turn into a depression? No. Thank goodness. No. Trying to wait for Tab to tell me exactly what town she's talking about. Okay, then we have, let's see. So maybe he'll be gone before we get that far, guys, to a depression. That's pretty bad. I mean, if it goes that far. I'm going back to see if I missed anybody. Look at the energy around him. Okay. Internal nude. Oh, okay. Debbie wants me to check the energies. And can you check the energy with you guys to see if they still see me getting an internal job? Internal new job at Verizon. All right, Spirit, this is for Debbie. I'm getting yes, but I'm going to ask the pendulum anyway. All right, Spirit. Will Debbie get a new internal job at Verizon? Still saying yes, Debbie. And I heard yes before I asked the pendulum. So yes. Yeah, Sissy, I don't think there has to be a new, I keep saying it, I don't think there's going to be a new vote. Because she already, they cheated her. Let's go back to Elon. I should read on Elon. Okay. Lisa says he's been very quiet since the election. Okay, Marcia wants to know. Okay, Marcia wants to know. Okay. All right, Spirit, I want to ask you a question about T. Rump's cabinet. Is that okay? Okay, yes. Will the majority of his cabinet go down with him when he goes down? Will they be pressured to leave also? I said yes. Will all of the people in his cabinet have to leave? Yes. Will any of them be put under arrest? Yes. Just like him. Oh, okay. Franklin, Indiana. Okay. Will the people in Franklin, Indiana come to their senses when it comes to T-Rock? I says yes. I think that's the question you asked me. Let me go back. I think I want to word it like you asked. And I can't find that one. There's tab. Okay. Okay. All right, Spirit. Will the people in Franklin, Indiana wake up to the truth about 45? Okay. Yes. We got 2 yeses. Franklin, Indiana, they will. Okay. Okay, so we're going to look at, I think I was looking at Trump, then I'll look at him. Then I'll look at all right, Spirit, tell me the energy around T-Rump right now. The energy around T-Rump. And I'll look at Elon. What are the energies around T-Rump, Spirit? The energies around T-Rump. Like much sage again. Oh, you're welcome, Tab. Okay. Oh, party. Always. The landfill. The landfill, guys. I think this is about the bodies. That's just my personal opinion. Missing. Healing. Healing. Okay. I have to clarify that one. And alive. Let's clarify. We pretty much know what party means, and probably landfill too, and missing. But the healing and the alive. All right, Spirit, tell us about healing. This is a page. A page is about younger people, like children, and there's going to be some surprises. Okay. See, she's not expecting that fish to jump out of that cup. Okay. Surprise about the children. Then let's see. See about alive. Tell us about alive, Spirit. High Priestess. This is the secrets. So the people that are still alive, that went through this, they're going to tell about the secrets. They're going to let a lot of things out that we don't know about. So we're talking about the children, and we're talking about the secrets. Okay. I'm going to look at Leon. But I think I'm going to use a different deck just because I want to know how he's feeling since that loss with the Wisconsin election. Okay, Steph, I'll ask. I have a feeling. I think Epps got in it really, really early, but I'll ask. Let me see what's going on with Leon. Since the election, how's he feeling? Hopefully he'll be leaving it soon. Hopefully we'll get a card about walking away. Ace of Swords. So the truth is going to come out. About what? We're going to find some more information on him, Spirit. It's too many. What's the truth going to be about, Spirit? Tell us about Leon. What's going to happen with Leon? How's he feeling since the election? I think he's trying to get his strength back. Strength is at the bottom of the deck. But this strength, she's holding on really tight. So I think it probably made him a little weak. And we have the Six of Swords. He wants to move on to higher ground, to smoother ground. The waters are a little rough for him right now. The devil. This just makes me laugh, guys. He shows up everywhere. This is him. Okay. So he and the devil are having conversations about what happened. They are going over what he was supposed to do. I think it's about him not accomplishing what he said he was going to accomplish. And now it's at the 12 o'clock hour. And he didn't get done what he said he was going to get done. So things are a little messy. Things are all over the table. Things are messy. They're discussing it. It's 12 o'clock and he didn't do it what he said he's going to do. So he's him and the devil are having conversations. Y'all know who the devil is. We have the King of Wands. I think that's him. He knows he needs to take some action. He thought that he was, okay. He's taking his crown off. He had that crown on, okay? He's been dropped down a level because of this. His crown is off, and he's still trying to juggle things, though. He's still trying to stay in the good graces of T-Rump. And then we have the Hierophant. So this is I think he still wants to be there. He still wants to be in government, guys. He really does. He's still trying to figure out a way for him to stay. For him to stay. Leon is trying to figure out a way to stay. It's not that he wants to go, but that's why he's doing all this juggling. The thing about it, though, guys, you know that he has something on. Well, he could tell the truth about the election. Truth was the first card that came out. That may be why he's still here, actually, because he had something on him. It's probably more than the election. They all have something on each other, but some people are in a better position to, like, say, T-Rump or Leon to pay people off to leave him alone. You know, so I think he wants to stay. He wants to stay. I don't think it's going to be that. Well, okay, he got 130 days before he has to go, but is he going to give him a problem about leaving? I got to ask this. Does Leon want to leave the government? Does he want to leave the government? Okay, so he doesn't want to leave. Okay, does T-Rump want him to be gone? Does he want him to leave? Yes. Okay. Will he leave after the 130 days? Will he be gone out of government after the 130 days? Okay, yes. Will he try to find a way to stay? Okay, yes. Will he be successful in finding a way to stay? No. So he'll be gone. He'll be gone. Okay. I think there was something else I was supposed to read on. So anyway, oh, what about Tesla? Tell us about Leon and Tesla. Oh, yeah, my sage. Thank you, guys. It keeps going out. I better light it again. Talking about these people. All right, Spirit. Any negative energies has to leave now. Okay. Okay. That'll burn for a minute. All right. Let's tell us about Leon and Tesla. Will he be able to stay with Tesla? Last time they were talking about getting rid of him. Guys, last time I read on it, they were having meetings about getting rid of him because he's taking everybody down. Okay. Let's take 5 cards on that, Spirit. Tell us about blah, blah, blah. Leon and Tesla. All right. Oh, they're right side up. Wow, the majority of his cards are upside down. We have the 9 of Pentacles. Came in reverse. This is usually an independent person that has all this money, but it's like his is falling. It's reversed. So he's losing money. They're going to make him an offer. They're going to make him an offer to leave. So they've already talked about that, I'm sure. And then we have the Queen of, that's the only card that was right side up is the offer. And we're talking, now we have the 5 of Swords. 5 of Swords in the reverse. Normally this is about winning at all costs, but there's no winning for him. That's gone. It's reversed. Then we have the Fool. It's in the reverse. So he took that risk and it didn't work. And then we have, the justice. Justice is in the reverse. So he doesn't get justice there's no justice for him. I got a feeling he's gone. Let me ask. Will Leon be offered something to leave Tesla? Will they offer him some money to leave Tesla? Yes. Will he leave? Will he leave? Yes. Wouldn't that be something, guys, if he lost? That's the energy around it now. But before, when I read on it, I saw that they were all meeting together and they were trying to figure out what to do with him. Okay, so now they've decided they're going to offer him the opportunity to leave. So he'll probably get some money. Okay, so will they pay him? Will they have to pay him to leave Tesla? Yes. Yeah, I'm sure he has some investments in it. Okay. In the near future, Spirit, will Leon lose a lot of his wealth? In the near future, will he lose a lot of his wealth? Yes. Okay. Will he lose 50% of his wealth? Yes. Will he lose 60% of his wealth, Spirit? Yes. Will he lose 70%? Spirit, will he lose 70% of his wealth? Wow. That's a lot. Okay. Will he lose 80% of his wealth? No. Okay, so he's going to lose 70% of his wealth. Good. He'll still be rich. But, he'll still have a lot of money. But that should hurt. Okay, now, let me see. Let me see what the other question was up here. Yeah. Okay, let's ask about that Signal chat. Ooh, that's a good question, Marcia. She says, did the death of the 4 soldiers in Lithuania have anything to do with the incompetence from the top? Could have something to do with that Signal stuff too. But let's ask. Spirit, did the death of the 4 soldiers that died in Lithuania have anything to do with the incompetence at the top of the government? Yes, it did. Did it have anything to do with the Signal chats? Did it have anything to do with the Signal chats? Yes. Yes. All right, Spirit. Will T-Rump have a stroke? Will T-Rump have a stroke? No. Will Trump have a heart attack? That says yes. That's for you, Valerie. You asked that question. Okay. Layla wants to know, will we stop Project 2025 and the Heritage Foundation? All right, Spirit. Will we be able to stop Project 25 and the Heritage Foundation? Yes, Layla. Yes. They already, I mean, they keep doing it, but they're not getting very far. So, okay, go back down. You're welcome, Debbie. Okay, so we know the 4 soldiers. I'm sure people are looking into that too. Okay. Will the next attempt on orange peel on his life, will it be successful, Spirit? No. Will the next attempt harm him in any way? Yes. Yeah. See, it never takes him out, but it may get him in some way, but he'll still be here. All right, Spirit, can we talk about the chat call, signal chat? Thank you. Were there, let's see, were there more than 10 people from our government on the call? Yes. Were there more than 15 people from our government on the call? No. Were there 12 people from our government on the call? Yes. Were there 13 people from our government on the call? No. Okay. So were other countries that shouldn't have been listening in, were they listening in to what was on the call? Yes. Is one of those countries also Russia? Is one of those countries Russia? Yes. Will any of the major people be fired because of what's on the call? Says maybe. Will Elon Musk be gone before his 130 days are up? Yes. Okay, guys, I asked that question because I know I jumped around. What's his name? Monroe, the guy, the black guy that comes on and tells us about the Kamala Harris voters. He was saying that new lady that came in is going to be taking Elon's place. I can't think. She's been in his cabinet before. So that looks like that could be true, but I can't think of her name. If anybody knows it, she's come in and she's already got him to fire some people. So can't think of her name right now. Okay. Stacy wants to know F-45 is how Epstein got into traffic. I heard another story. Somebody, okay, well, I can ask. I can't remember names at the moment. Um, did 45 bring Epstein into traffic? Yes. Okay. Did Epstein know about the traffic before 45? No. Hmm. But Epstein, was Epstein doing some um, doing the wrong thing when it came to younger people before he met 45? Yes. Okay, that's what I heard. I didn't know if it was before or after, but I know he was already doing stuff he didn't have any business. Who was that hired him? They said they hired him to, and he didn't have any teaching credentials, but he was hired to teach little kids or something. I don't know if somebody else might have heard the story. Somebody's father hired him. I can't think of who it was. Anyway, so did 45 meet Marlenia through Epstein? Yes, that's true. I heard that. So did 45 have the beauty pageants? Were the beauty pageants a part of 45's traffic? Yes. You guys know he was doing that kind of stuff too. Okay, Valerie wants to know, will 45 be decertified? Will he be decertified? Yes. Yes, he will. But he's not going to want to leave. Okay, you're asking, will we find out? What question are you asking me about? If we'll find out about, if you're talking about the traffic, yeah, we're going to find out about the traffic. But let me ask Spirit. Spirit, will we find out about the traffic? Will the public find out about the traffic? Yes. Will we find out will we find out about the politicians that were involved with the traffic? Yes. So we're going to find out. I think that's what's going to bring them all down, because Spirit just keeps talking about it in these cards, guys. This may be a part of what needs to be exposed. Spirit, are you will you expose the traffic before we get things settled down? Does that have to come out? Yes. when we find out everything, guys, it's going to be not for us because we already know. It's going to be shocking. It's going to be shocking. Oh, that's a good question. Tab wants to know: will we receive compensation from Muskie's fortune for all that he has done to the country? Yeah, including the money that he took away. Shouldn't we get that back? All right, Spirit. Will we get compensation from Muskrat's fortune for all he's put the country through? And it says yes. Wow. Okay. That would be wonderful. That guy that they took away all his money, that one that said that the shootings didn't happen at that school. I forgot what the name of that is. If it comes to me, they took all of his money. So I guess it could happen. We could get compensated. I guess we'd have to put up a big fuss, though, guys. Get out and call our representatives and all that kind of stuff. Mm-mm. No, I don't think so, Valerie. Okay. Can Muskrat come back every year for 130 days in the government? Will he come back? Can he come back? No. No, he can't. Okay, there was, Andy, when I checked, there was 12 people on the chat. I just checked. Oh, well, Russia was, so was Pootie on there? Okay, Spirit, was Pootie on the chat, the signal chat? Was he on the signal chat? Excuse me. What happens when my throat goes, guys? He was. Or probably, I don't know, I read about Pootie not being on the side of the bell anymore. So depends on, it said yes. I think that chat is like 3 weeks old, and I think what happened to Pootie just happened. So yeah, he was on the chat. If it wasn't him, it was somebody that one of his doubles. All right. Spirit, is there a way to dismantle the Heritage Foundation? Yes. Will the Heritage Foundation be dismantled? No. Mm-mm. Won't be dismantled. All right. Did they want other countries to know, Spirit, in the signal chat? Did the U.S. want other countries to know what was happening? Says yes. I got no on that, Valerie. Can Leon come back for 30 days, 130 days every year? Will he be able to come back for 130 days every year. No. Well, we're not going to have to worry about that because he's not, his other half won't be around, so we don't have to worry about that anyway. Yeah, Laura Loomer. Okay, let's ask: is Laura Loomer taking over Leon's place with T. Rump? Yes, she is. So T. Rump has gotten him into enough trouble already. So he's gonna have to go anyway. Yeah. So that's what the guy was saying, that he knows that Leon is going to be out of there pretty quick because that's why he got Laura Loomer back. And that's true. Why does he need both of them? Plus, Leon was getting too much attention. He was being called the president. I'm sure he didn't like that. Mm-hmm. I was just reading Kimberly's comment about, with that board, yeah, they're going to get rid of you. And you can't crash the country and remain the head guy. That's very true. That board is going to vote your butt out. Okay? Because what good are you? Even if it's your company, and you have a board, they can get rid of you if you're not doing what they think. Okay. The men in Lithuania will we find out, okay, that they messed up. Okay. Spirit, will we find out that when we find out about the men in Lithuania, what happened to them, will we find out also that the government or their bosses messed up? Will we find that out? Yes. Yes, we will. So that's going to come out. Will it come out that Signalgate may have had something to do with it? Yes. Oh, right, Renee. It was Bill Barr's father who gave him a job. You're talking about Epsi. Bill Barr's father gave him a position teaching, and he had no credentials to be a teacher, but he was around all these young people. Okay, and I think that's where it started with him. But I don't know, Bill Barr's daddy could have been mixed up in that kind of thing too already. That's why, yeah, it's coming back to me. That's why Bill Barr didn't want him to have to testify, because it would involve Bill Barr's father. He's protecting his father. Okay, so that's why he set it up to look like Epsi was killed, because he was the last person to go in there to visit him, remember? So that's what the whole deal was. I'm okay, Von Seal, thank you. Sometimes that happens. So, oh, thank you, Namir. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Back at you tenfold. Thank you. You saw a shadow where? Near me? I think that spirit is always around me. Or did you? I think that shadow was choking you, Mary. Really? You saw that? Well, the shadow has to be gone now. Bye. I'm gonna light some more sage. Yeah, when you start saying some certain things, it's like they try to stop you. All right. Any negative energies, be gone now. Archangel Michael, take them out. Protect me. Thing about that kind of thing, guys, is we're more powerful than them, but and you got to remember that. Leave now. Okay. Okay. Will the Doge brothers leave before? Oh, will the boys, the young men, they got to leave when he leaves, I think, because who's going to tell them what to do? Will the Doge brothers leave when Elon leaves? Will they leave when Elon leaves? Yes. That's right, Arcino. Arcino, it's not welcome here. I have the power, and I say who goes and comes. Okay, let's see. What's the next question? That's funny, Tink. You can't make no babies. And that's even disgusting to think about. He can barely remember. He's in diapers. I just thought about the P tapes, okay? I think that's about all he can do for her. But all right. Does Laura Loomer, spirit, does Laura Loomer want to have Orange Peel's baby? Does she want to have Orange Peel's baby? Oh, it says maybe. Will she try to have Orange Peel's baby? Maybe. Will she be successful in having Orange Peel's baby? No. No, she won't be successful. Oh, that sounds gross. That sounds gross. Did anonymous Anon have anything to do with Signagate? Spirit, did Anonymous have anything to do with Spirit Gate? Oh, yes. Are they part of Hmm. Did anonymous? Okay. Okay. Does anonymous? Okay. Don't answer the spirit if we don't need to know right now. So I just need to know this. Has anonymous infiltrated the government? Look at that. It's not moving. Did anonymous spirit, were they on the line of Signalgate? Were they on the call, on the chat with Signalgate? No. Okay, so Spirit didn't answer that question, guys, because I don't want to out anybody. That's why I said if we didn't need to know, don't answer. And it just stood there. So you can kind of figure out what that means. Wow. Oh, okay, Jackie, that's a good idea. I have some of that too. And diffuser, I never think about it. I can diffuse the oils. Thank you for giving me that. Oh, good. You feel better since you lit your sage. Okay. I'm with you, Layla. That's crazy. Why would you even? I mean, dang, he couldn't. That money wouldn't be worth it. Okay, that money would not be worth it. That's right, Andy. They couldn't pay me enough. All right, guys. How long have I been on here? Oh, the time just goes so fast, guys. Two. It's almost 3 hours again. How did that happen? But we were having fun. We always have fun. No, I don't, Layla. I don't have any. I don't have any animals. Mm-mm. I I like to get up and go too much, so it wouldn't be a good thing. I'm going to pull a card for us, guys, before we go. I will be back tomorrow, guys, so we can watch what's going on with the march. So, guys, be ready to tune in. Oh, you're welcome, Mona. Mona Davina. I like that name. And it says, Layla, I'm going to try to be on around 1. Somebody says 12 Central. So look for me around 1:30, something like that. So I'm going to come out earlier tomorrow. Okay. And it says, my productivity stems from inspiration. When I focus on what brings me joy, my tasks become effortless. actions. I think that's for me too, guys, because you know what? When I'm sitting here talking to you guys, it's like effortless. And the time just goes by. And before I know it, it's 3 hours. That's crazy. Anyway, guys, good night. And thank you guys so much. Thank you to my moderators, my wonderful, beautiful moderators. I thank you guys so much. And thank you for all of the donations. And thank you for hitting that like and sharing and subscribing. All right. All right. I'll see you guys later. You're welcome, Jackie. Thank you. Yes, we're gonna do some protection tomorrow. Make sure everyone that's protesting, is protected. All right, guys. Good night.